They would bring me into youth events to speak about kindness, about self identity, body image, and all the things that being overweight and that struggle would encompass. I've literally struggled since I was 5 with this. So I have a catalog of 20, 30 years at that point. The biggest challenge for me was, what do I talk about? Because there's so much I could talk about. In those early years, the most frustrating part was pulling a story that I thought was killer and having no reaction. But then reflecting on the video and seeing people react to stories that I put in there just as transitions. They were like throwaways. The biggest frustration was, what do the youth want to hear? I've learned, not just working with the speaker lab, but as I've developed as a speaker, is that's a backwards philosophy. I hate to put it this way, but if you keep pandering to an audience, you sort of lose that edge of credibility. I had to take a step back and say, if I could go back in time and tell 16-year-old Jeremy, just do these 3 or these 5 things, what would they be? That's where the clarity started to come. And that's when the speaking started to get good,
Yeah.
because I knew these were the 5 things that have changed my life foundationally from a weight loss standpoint. But those same 5 things would impact anyone who has a dream.
Yeah.
So whether you're 16 or 65, you do these 5 things, and I guarantee you, you will be further ahead this time next year than you were this year. When I was able to go in and take the stage, that's when the kids started coming up to me and they're like, "Oh, do you have a book about this? This is amazing, X, Y, and Z." So it wasn't until I sat back and said, all right, if I had 15 minutes left to live on this earth, what would I say? It was these 5 things. They're the empirical truths that changed my life, completely replicatable for anyone. From that, that's when the clarity started to come of, what's the expert position? What is the promise you're making your audience? These were the 5 things I knew I could promise would change people's lives if they heard them.